everybody. Joe Coffey here for PremierGuitar.com. We're at the LA Amp Show 2010, checking out the latest amp from Ugly Amps. And I've got Steve O'Boyle with me here. Steve, how are you, sir?
Good. How you doing this morning?
Good. Good to see you. This is quite the amp here. It's what is this, man? This thing is loud and proud. It sounds good.
I think we just said earlier, it even looks loud, doesn't it? It just looks loud. It's a new model. It's a 100-watt head that I actually built for. You can see I have it custom. It's owned by Staffen of Black Robot. So it's the new model that was built for him. Basically, it's sort of Marshall topology, I guess you might say, British, whatever the politically correct way is to say that. But it's got a plexi front end, sort of. When I say that, I mean the two volume knobs like you'd have on an old Marshall, but it's internally bridged, so the channels are already jumped for you. And then it's got a full tone stack and a master volume, so it's a little bit of a combination, you know, of like a later, more high gain amp and a vintage combined. So.
Okay. Why don't you take us through some more varieties of tone with this bad boy here?
Sure thing.
In case you're wondering who's rocking the Fernandez revolver here, what's your name, man?
Toby Hero in the business, and it's Tobihero. I'm actually on Floyd Rose exclusive Signature Series guitars.
Okay. Well, what do you think of this amp here?
The best in the world. I mean, what do you think, Steve?
It's loud. No, it sounds really good, Toby. Thanks for helping out. It's for the guys that really want to rock out, that can play a full half stack. I mean, I've gotten known for my 18-watt and my smaller amps, and you know, some people like a little bit of muscle. This is like a muscle car for guitar players, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, there's a new pedal you have I want to take us through, but before we get to that, why don't you take us around the horn here and let us know what else you brought to the show?
Okay. On top here, we have a 30-watt head. It's basically, it's a new model. I've been rearranging the preamp on this thing. Yeah, don't get too close. That faceplate needs some help. But we need to get a new one, actually. But this is basically sort of that same front end as this amp, only it's more, it's kind of got the plexi front end on 4 EL84s. So it's a new twist on my 30-watt.
And it's pre-jumped? It's
pre-jumped again. There's just one tone knob, no tone stack, you know. And it has a master. This also has the VVR in it, which is the attenuator. It's a nice feature. And over here we've got a 30-watt head that used to be an 18. I've been doing conversions on these because a lot of guys think 18 won't be enough. And in a lot of places, I hate to say it isn't enough. You get a 810s and a meathead drummer, you know.
Love the 2x12 slant, man.
Yeah, that's nice. A vertical 212. I'm running the Jensen Electric Lightning and a Falcon in there. It's a great combination of speakers. And then we have the 18 in a combo, nice lightweight small package, looking pretty sexy and green over there. And next to that we've got a couple of 18-watt heads. One of those I had to borrow from a friend of mine, you know, for the show, from a studio locally here in LA. On the very end there's two more 18-watt heads. The bottom one is the old style, the hand-wired version of the 18.
All right, let's talk about this pedal.
This is a new pedal design that I had been working on. I've been doing a lot of stuff with JFETs. It's called BIGFOOT. It's very ugly. In fact, it's uglier than my amps.
I got to be honest with you. I don't think your amps are that ugly, but yeah, that's an ugly-ass pedal.
Thank you. But it's the prototype. This is like number 1 and number 2 that are sitting in the room here. This thing is actually quite a beast. It's got quite a bit of gain and a full tone stack and a master volume. And it's like, you know, guys, when they see an 18-watt amp, they're like, where's the gain control? Where's the master volume? You know, because they're so used to that. But this is, the thing is, this kind of is a great extension of the amp. You know, I had Chris Poland actually ordered one from me, and he was saying you should just get them in matching colors. You know, make it the same color as the amp and sell it together, because these two together is like, you know. So I was like, all right on. But anyway, so we could just give an idea where he's at on the amp. It's set pretty clean. If you want to hit it real quick. Yeah, we're getting a little break up from the humbuckers, but it's set pretty clean. I'll step on this.
It's pretty gnarly.
That's a ball of fire, isn't it? And the reason I built it was because it was like a lot of guys play my amps, and they have the amp set low, so we're not getting much out of it. And then they have a crappy op-amp based pedal in front of it. And in fact, my friend Hector and I were going to come up with a T-shirt that says, "Op-amps have no soul," you know. But yeah, I'm liking the way this came out, this pedal. So
Very cool.
Thanks for that.
Very cool. Well, tell us about prices on some of the key stuff we've been looking at here, the pedal and the 100 watt.
Okay, the 100 watt heads are going to come out at about $1,400, and the pedal right now is $125, which is a smoking deal because it's all hand wired and it's done with amplifier parts. Because I'm an amp guy, not a pedal guy, so that's why they look like that too. We got to figure out something about the cosmetics eventually.
Where can people go to find out more?
Uglyamps.com.
All right, I'm Joe Coffey. You're watching PremierGuitar.com. Want to take us out, man?
All right.